Oh my god. No. Hey guys, how's it going? Today I am back again with another eBay testing video, and today I'm actually going to be trying on eBay shoes under £10/$. Now do not quote me on this, but I don't think anyone on YouTube has done this video before. If I find any, I'll link them down below, but I'm pretty sure I might be the first one doing this, so I'm very, very excited. I have bought 5 pairs of shoes. What a fail. And I'm gonna be basically trying these on, telling you guys what I think about them, whether they were worth the money or not, if they're like similar to the pictures or not, and whether the quality is there or not. P.S. if I look sweaty AF in this video, it's probably because I am. It is absolutely boiling here in the UK. I cannot cope, and I can't even have the fan on because you guys will be able to hear it. You guys, the struggle is real. Woo! If you guys are brand new here, make sure you guys are subscribed because I would love to have you here. Come and join the dinosaur family. We are so close to 2 million subscribers on this channel, which I'm absolutely over the moon about. I cannot wait till we hit it. Also, if you guys enjoy these types of videos, make sure you smash that huge thumbs up just down below, and also let me know down below which pair of shoes was your favorite. I am very intrigued to see what they all look like. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first pair of shoes I'm gonna try out is this pair here. I have no idea which pair of shoes this is. I bought like 5 pairs and I just can't even remember what they look like. So this is going to be very surprising for the both of us. So, oh, okay. Oh yeah, I remember now. This pair of shoes is pretty much like a Converse, kind of half Converse dupe. And this pretty much looks exactly like the normal Converse. How good is that? They look pretty much identical. Obviously, they don't have the Converse little like logo at the back, which I'm not too bothered about that. These were under £10/$, which I feel like is such a good bargain, you guys. I will be trying these on for you guys so you guys can see what they look like and how they kind of perform when you're actually wearing them, because I know that sometimes shoes can look really nice, but they could be really uncomfortable and they could break within like 2 minutes. But these seem quite well made, which I'm very pleased about. I got these in size 5 in case you're wondering, and I love that smell of like rubbery shoes. Is that just me? I don't know. I hope it's not just me. Let me know down below if you guys love the smell of rubber shoes as well. It's this rubbery bit that smells the best. I'm so weird. Also, this is what the underneath look like, which I feel like they'll be quite good for like just everyday kind of wear because they do have that kind of sole grip underneath, which is pretty much the same underneath of the shoe that real Converse have as well. Can't go wrong with these. They're such a good bargain, especially if you just want a pair of shoes to like run around in, but you don't want to like necessarily spend the money on real Converse. These are definitely gonna do the job. Oh my god, it's so hot. I am literally sweating in places I've never sweated before. Moving on to the next pair of shoes. This box is slightly squished, so please excuse that. It kind of came like this in the post, so whatevs. But let's have a look inside together. Ooh, okay, so these are like the faux Valentino shoes that I was going for, although these are slightly different because they do have a chunky heel like this, but I really loved like this kind of studded detailing, so I thought I'd give them a go and see how they look in real life, because on eBay they looked really nice, they looked well made and stuff. So let's have a little in-depth look at these and see what I think. Okay, so now that I'm looking a little bit closer at the shoe, it's kind of like weirdly indented. Okay, look at this, guys. So there's like a weird, maybe you'll be able to see from this side, like a weird indent at the back, and the shoe is kind of like glued together, like the heel, and inside here on the actual heel part, it's like, look at this. What the hell? Oh my god, these shoes are so cheaply made. Like at a first glance you wouldn't see any of this stuff, but now that I'm like looking closer at it, I'm like, okay, this is a bit dodgy. So I'm looking at the chain now as well, and I can see that the kind of like studs aren't actually like stuck on evenly. They're meant to have like a same amount of space in between them, but they're kind of like stuck just randomly. If you guys look at that closer, you'll be able to see that like these two are like way too close together, and then the other ones have like random space apart, whereas they should really just be, you know, even spaces apart. I think you can tell mostly around this part here. As you can see, the little studs are so close together, whereas here they're kind of like a little bit further apart. I know this isn't a huge deal, but I'm just thinking about like when people work really hard for their money and they want to spend it on a pair of shoes and they kind of get this in the post, they're going to be very disappointed. So, you know, I just don't really know if I would recommend buying these shoes in particular, because there's quite a lot that goes into this design, and I feel like there's more like room for mistakes when it comes to cheap like production companies like this. On the other shoe, it's actually a lot better. The actual studs are an equal distance apart, which I can appreciate, but I just wish both of the shoes matched. The make of the shoe is exactly the same though. I can see that after using them like once or twice, they would kind of fall apart, especially the heel, seeing as it's only stuck on by like this. It's like just wrapped, like the heel is just wrapped around in like white plastic, whatever that is. I don't know, the way these are sewn together is kind of weird, but overall I think they look okay, like visually, if you're looking at them from afar. The only thing I would say is that they're not really worth your money, even though it's only like £10, but still, I just don't think there's point buying shoes like this if they're only gonna last you like 1 or 2 uses. Moving on to the third pair of shoes, this is the box they came in, and I can't actually remember what other pairs of shoes I bought, so let's have a... Ooh, I remember these now. Oh my goodness. Okay, so these are some trainers that are basically like faux Nike trainers. I'm probably gonna get comments being like, why do you say Nike? It's obviously Nike, but it's like tomato, you know what I mean? Like how do you guys say Nike? I say Nike, but some people say Nike, so I don't really know. Nike, whichever. These are the shoes, and these actually look a lot like the genuine ones, don't you guys think? I'm not too sure which model of shoes this actually is meant to be, because I'm not actually much of a trainer wearer kind of person, but let me know down below which style of shoe this is if you do know. But I really do love the design of this shoe, which is why I went for this one. I bought these and I thought I'm gonna go to the gym, and if these are actually any good, I might just wear these, because what's the point getting really expensive like trainers if I'm not even gonna go to the gym that much? On the actual eBay picture that I got these from, the actual Nike tick had like a little white blob on the end of this, which I was kind of like confused about, like what's the point trying to make it look like Nike if you're gonna put like a weird white blob. I'll insert a picture here if I can find it again, but I'm very impressed that it hasn't got that blob, because that kind of ruined it a little bit for me. The only thing I don't like about this tick is the fact that the seam goes over it to kind of keep it in place. That definitely tells you that the shoe isn't genuine. Apart from that, I don't think you'd be able to tell if someone wore this. I can't believe that these were under £10. Like literally insane, because they look so much alike. Obviously, I don't know if they'll be as comfortable as the original ones, which is obviously something you might have to expect when you're paying $10 or £10 for shoes. But overall, the design, I'm very impressed. They look pretty much exactly like the real ones. Next up is the fourth pair of shoes. This is really funny. It made me laugh when I opened this, because it's a box from Boohoo, and they just crossed out the boohoo.com on both, like on all sides of the box. Look at that. They've just literally crossed it out. That's so weird. But inside, I'm pretty sure these are gonna be the Puma and Fenty. I think it's Fenty? I don't know anything about trainers, you guys, but once I show you them, you guys are gonna know exactly what I mean. Here they are. These are the shoes. Do you guys see any similarities? Do you see? I think these look pretty much exactly like the ones that I see online and like people wearing these all the time. I really love these shoes. I love the design of like the creeper shoe. I used to own a genuine pair of creepers, so I can really appreciate this. I think it's a really cool like way of making creepers wearable for like the general public who don't necessarily want to wear like gothic kind of shoes. I know they're not gothic or anything, but they're kind of like associated with that kind of scene of people. So I really love the fact that they made these, and these are so cool. I love them. Now moving on to the quality of these look and feel really nice. They're obviously not real suede, but I can definitely appreciate how soft and nice to the touch they feel. Oh my god, no, I'm just looking inside the shoe, right, and they literally put a Boohoo logo inside the shoe. but like they're clearly not Boohoo. Wait, so that's why they put like crossed out the Boohoo on the box and stuff, because they're trying to make their shoes like Boohoo, but they're actually not Boohoo. Just to clarify, the eBay shop that I bought them from is definitely not Boohoo. So I'm really confused as to why it says Boohoo in the inside bit, but it's very like cheaply printed inside, so I definitely can tell that it's not genuine Boohoo. I'm now gonna move on to the very last pair that I'm gonna try on today for you guys from eBay, and this is the box. They come in a very large box, so let's have a look inside. Ooh, wow, okay. So these kind of look like, what's that brand? Timberlands, but they're like Timberlands on steroids. So this is what they look like. They look so cool, I can't. Okay, so basically it's got like a really thick wedge, like flat form, I guess it's called, on the very bottom as the sole of the shoe. I'm not gonna lie, just from feeling it, it kind of feels a bit cheap. Like this is gonna get scuffed so quickly as well. It's made out of like weird faux suede material, but it's very like stiff and hard, and I can tell that the quality just is not really there. There's like a few imperfections on the shoe, such as like this little thing here, which is just a little bit of the rubber that's kind of like not been peeled off properly. The actual design is amazing. I love this style of shoe. It's so cool and like edgy. The way the shoe is actually attached to the sole is obviously kind of like glued and maybe slightly semi like stitched on, but I don't know how long this would kind of last you in the long run if you were to wear these like on a regular basis. Overall, I do really love the style of these shoes. I think they're really cool. So I don't know, if you guys are just not that bothered about the quality, and if you guys would just like to have a cool pair of shoes like this but wouldn't want to pay too much money for it, then I would say definitely go ahead, because they're not that bad. And for £10/dollars, I'm pretty sure you would not be that heartbroken if they did break one day. So that is the end of the video. These are all of the pairs of shoes that I'm going to try for you guys today. I had so much fun filming this video and trying out these eBay shoes for you guys, because I don't usually buy shoes from eBay, so this was like really cool to see which shoes are like the same as the pictures and which are like not as good quality as others. But there is one pair that I actually bought from eBay a year ago, and these are what they look like. I've had so many questions about these shoes. They are a little bit scuffed now. I got these from eBay and they are literally amazing. They're such good quality, I just can't. I think I paid like £12 for these, which is absolutely insane because they're so fashionable. They're such like good quality material. They're really well made. It just goes to show that you can get nice shoes from eBay without having to spend tons and tons of money on shoes. Obviously some are going to be like a hit and some are going to be a miss, but it's just all about testing and trying and just seeing what works for you. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that huge thumbs up just down below, and also subscribe if you haven't already, because I would love to have you here. Come and join the dinosaur family. We're so close to 2 mil, like I said, and I'm just so grateful for every single one of you being here. I really appreciate all of your support. But that is all from me for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys!